Good evening, World Wide Web. This is James, your favorite ticker picker, with another update video on AMC and APE news. AMC and APE share swing as judge denies attempt for a speedier stock conversion and reverse split. Doing some reading on several different articles, and what I'm finding is when this case started, it was a civil suit. The judge put an injunction on the clacking and the reverse split, or at least just the clacking part of it, maybe both. And she refuses to. She sees no reason. She sees no cause to remove that injunction. She yet. So she could still do it. This really is not her final word. She could come out in a month. What she wants, I think, is AMC to notify all of its shareholders properly, and then maybe she'll let it fly. So there is some gray area here going on with the what really happened today. She didn't say no, you can't do it. She said no, you can't do it yet, and she wants them to notify everybody. She didn't say that they needed to have a vote. I think they already did have a vote, and they voted to clack it together. So she's not saying that. She just is going. I guess she's using the law kind of sleazily, possibly, just to drag it out even more. She wants AMC to send everybody a letter in the mail saying we're going to we're going to merge these companies together, and this is what it means, and this is what that means, and this is when it's going to happen, and she wants proper notice given to everybody. And she said the parties offer no good cause to lift the status quo order, Vice Chancellor Morgan Zern wrote in her ruling denying the request. AMC lawyers had suggested the settlement was contingent on the judge lifting the status quo order, and the suing shareholders were in support of the move. With the status quo order in place, the stock moves cannot happen until after the judge approves the settlement and investors are officially notified. So those two things have to happen. She needs to approve it. She's not done yet. And the investors are properly notified. And I think that's what she wants them to do. I don't think she wants it to be a surprise. And I guess that's going to help her sleep at night better. She's way out of line. I don't predict she can do what she did. She can't say, no, you can't do this. They have 15 days to appeal it if they want to. But I don't think this one's over yet. I think it's just stalled out, like she's not letting them yet. And I think that's, but I still think we got the full short squeeze. Those people are being just pinched out on this. Unless Monday is a crash day and something weird happens and everyone learns how to process context and everyone understands the language that's being spoken and what actually happened here. All the news articles will tell you that, the judge rejected him and the judge said no, and the judge, that's not really what happened, actually, you guys. Read more into it. Yeah, the judge still can approve the settlement, and they can, I guess she wants everyone to be notified. So that's kind of the truth of what happened. The good news is we got a short squeeze for free. She's probably still going to go along with this like in 2 weeks or something after the world goes psycho. But I don't know. We'll see we were discussing it the other day about how the average AMC investor is not that fluid in AMC and all the finer details. For all they know, this is killed, and there's 500 million shares of this thing now. That's probably how 90% of the world thinks. The other 10% of the world that are paying attention, that are reading the fine print and reading what she said and reading her words and realizing that she's not done with it, we're going to know that it's not as in play, I guess. So maybe that's going to dampen it down a little bit. The margin calls are very real, and they're going to happen. I'm sure they already started happening on Friday tonight. They probably are going to work all weekend and be margin calling people, saying, first thing Monday morning, you need to have the cash in there by 9 a.m. or we're going to sell your shit off. That's what they're going to say. And I really hope the price goes up, and I hope we get our short squeeze. I would hate the whole world to get its correct reality on what happened here, because what happened here probably isn't what we think happened here. This is a swing and miss, is what I'm thinking. But I think the short squeeze is inevitable. Do we have a company with 500 million shares? Between me and you, no. I'll let the rest of the world think it from reading these articles. This one here is a little bit more honest. This one came from MarketWatch. Speedier stock conversion and reverse split. She denies the attempt. That's not what happened. But look at the sensationalized headline. And they're all doing this. This is lying fake media. And when you get into what the judge said, she's going to rule on this case again. She's not finished. She's just saying you can't do it for now. And then they contextually twist that around, you can't do it. And then they all make that the headline. They publish it. The stock doubles. It was up near 8, and then it went down towards 7, and then it went to 7:17 right at 8 p.m. I wonder if people started finally reading 4 hours later, and maybe coming to their senses. Is that what happened? Or was it just bouncing around just because it was bouncing around? I don't know. Wow, what chaos. This is it's fake news. It's she's not done. We talked about it earlier. She's going to spend another 70 days jerking us around on this thing. That's what she's doing. And this was just a jerk around move. She's not done with the case. It hasn't left her courtroom. She has an injunction in place. She has the status pro quo, or what do they call that thing? I don't know. I'll call it an injunction. That makes more sense to me. She's not letting it happen until this is all decided, and she can't allow it to be decided until they've notified everybody. So, yeah, let's hope people don't read the small print. Is there really going to be a short squeeze based on lack of reading small print? Not by smart people, I wouldn't think. Maybe not by hedge funds. I don't know. Are hedge funds dumb enough to short companies like this anymore? I don't think so. I think there's a lot of individual investors, but just an update on the news. It's not over yet, so keep that in mind with everything. Maybe that will help you get out of your shares sooner than later with your profits, and dive back in after everyone figures out that it's not over yet. And do some research to verify that it's not over yet. I don't want to be your only source for this. So go ahead and go read her ruling, and you'll find the answer there. And I want you to read it for yourself. I don't want to be the one that tells it to you. But yeah, not over yet. Still maybe at 1.5 billion shares, not at 500 million shares. Still possible to go the other way. So if you can attack it however you want Monday morning, I don't know what to do. I'm confused. But I don't want to miss a short squeeze. But I think getting the profit out on what's already happened, if you can, or getting your investment out, might be smart, and leave the rest to till Wednesday or Thursday to let the full squeeze kick in, if there is one. I know you don't want to miss that, and you want as much on it as you can, but it's important that you get your investment out, because I think this is a big bullshit story that we're reading here, and I hate to burst everyone's bubble, but I had to read it to you. Anyways, like the video anyhow, just because I told you some shit that you probably didn't hear yet. and subscribe to my channel, and I'll keep telling you more and more shit that you haven't heard yet. And you'll become more abreast of this and be a better investor in AMC. Have a wonderful night. Like the video and subscribe. Thank you.